Hello, folks. The old Hunter here with another episode of Sitting Having a Laugh with Pat. Got my little sweetie pie right here in my lap with her nice little pretty shirt on. She loves to dress up. She loves to wear her shirts. I'm going to talk about a family trip I made one time. When I retired from Chevron in '86, I bought an automobile Regency Brougham. Fantastic automobile. Rode like you're riding on a cloud, you know. And went over to Biloxi. Me and the wife rode over to Biloxi to see my mother. My daddy had been dead about 3 or 4 years. And she never went nowhere. They didn't travel. Daddy didn't even have a car that would probably go very far anyway, you know. He just didn't care about traveling. And I know Mama did some, you know. So I went over there and I asked her, I said, Mama, I said, what would you like to go see if you had a chance to do it? She says, I've always wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. I said, we're going. And that's the way we used to do vacations like that after I retired. The spur of the moment. No plan, nothing. I've learned a long time. You go to planning stuff, something happens. Just get up and go. It don't take that long. You pack your clothes at night and leave next morning daylight. So we picked her and our older sister up, my son and me and my wife. We loaded up that damn Oldsmobile recently wrong. And away we went, heading north. And I just bought a couple of 2 or 3 tapes off of the one that sings and Ray Stevens. And we let them songs all the way up. And the first place we went, I said, let's go on up to Washinton DC and go to Smithsonian. I said, tons of stuff there to look at. I've been wanting to do it all my life. So we took off and we went up there. Before we got to Smithsonian, we pulled in, we stopped in New Jersey, and we're going to go to the Smithsonian. We're going to go see the unknown grave and all this stuff. Everything they had there, the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, all that. Vietnam Memorial, want to see all that. So we planned on 3 or 4 days right there in Washington, D.C. Well, I think we can get a hotel cheaper across the river right there in New Jersey.
Virginia.
Virginia. I'm sorry, Virginia. My son had to correct me on that. Hey, I'll be 77 in a couple of weeks, so give me a little break. So anyway, I said, come on. I said, we're going to take a ride, and we're going to go over there and see if we can find the Unknown Soldiers Memorial and see the big grave site and all, you know. I didn't think much about traveling like that. Hey, an old country boy, he ain't used to drive on 8 lanes and people bumping up doing 80 miles an hour. So we got over there, and by that time the Pentagon was let down, and there must be 50 million people working at the Pentagon. I've never seen so many cars in my life. And I mean, everybody want to get home as fast as they can, right on your bumper. Won't let you put turn signal on, they ain't getting out, they ain't gonna let you over. You're gonna put a signal on and go. I served in the damn Pentagon 6 times trying to get around over there to get where unknown grave, soldier's grave was and everything, you know. I had to get over 2 lanes. Well, I've had enough of this. I've seen there was a little park coming down by the river there. Wasn't very big, a little park. I told everybody, hold on. My knuckles had done got white holding that steering wheel so hard. I told them, hold on. I'll put the signal on and I'll flowboard that big automobile. And across 2 lanes of traffic, we went there with people hollering, spinning the highway and everything. It just keep on going. That's the way they drive. And I made it down there and I stopped. I thought the son got to pry my hand off the steering wheel. If the clamped on, it's a hard joke. I mean, it scared the living hell out of me. Like I said, I'm not used to traffic like that, you know. Anyway, I told everybody, let me tell you something right now. I said, I can't find another way to get into the Smithsonian and the Memorial Graveyard and all that stuff. I said, y'all done seen all the Washington, D.C. y'all going to see because I ain't driving in it no more. So we got back to the hotel, and I told the wife after everybody went on went to the room. I said, there was a little grocery store just down the road, a shopping center. We right on the edge of a shopping center. We're gonna run around over there and pick up some sandwich meat, some chips and drinks and stuff, you know. Instead of going out and eating, we're just gonna make sandwiches in the room, you know, and just relax. We're all tired. We've been doing a lot of driving, you know. So while we going down there, I said, let's ask that one behind the counter. She might know a better way to get around, you know. Well, there was a man and his wife standing right there and was talking to her. They were checking out. And I heard him tell her, hey, you give us some good advice. That was the best way to get around. We hadn't had to drive our car one bit since we'd been here. And boy, me and the wife's ears just perked up. We heard that. I said, we have the same problem. I said, I'm not driving that traffic. She said, I'll tell you exactly what to do. They said, we've been here for 4 days. Ain't had to drive none. You'll love it. So they went on left. I said, young lady, tell me how we're going to go about doing this. She said, well, start off with, she said, right there where that big shopping center is, there's a bus stop there. A closed-in glass bus stop, keeps raining. And she says, you catch the bus, and when you get on the bus, you go and buy your tickets for the bus and for the subway both. And that's how you get around. You ride the bus to the Pentagon, you get off the Pentagon, and everywhere you want to go, there'll be a different color line. That's when you catch that subway, and they're going to take you there. And she said, really nice. She said, you'll enjoy the ride as much as you will see in DC. And she wasn't lying. It was fantastic. We enjoyed the fool out of it, you know. Sad part about it, we wasn't used to like cold. We didn't bring a whole lot of heavy clothes. We was bought up and all kind of stuff, cars right ahead and everything. And here's these people going to work with real nice $500 coats on and stuff like that, you know. They probably thought we was a bunch of bag people. But we still had a fabulous time. I tell you something else about the people there that was riding the subway and the bus too. When we got on there was 5 of us. If there wasn't an available seat, somebody would always stand up for my mother and sit down. That's what they would do. If there's an elderly got on that bus, they want an empty seat. Hey man, come sit here. And sometimes they even get up and let my older sister sit by my mother, you know. But anyway, the first day we got there, we rode up to the Pentagon. Then we got off there and we went to the Smithsonian, I think, we went the first time. And we got there. Let me tell you something, folks. I don't know how many of y'all ever been of Washington DC and the Smithsonian. But everybody needs to go there at least one time. Actually, if you can't spend a week there, you need to go there a couple of times. Because there's so much stuff to see that's unreal. The Museum of Natural History, I loved it. They had the big old dinosaur fossils and bones and you name it. If there ever was one, the Smithsonian's got it. Then you go into the Museum of Natural History and all like that. They got the first telephone, the first combine, the first gun. You name it, they got it. And they got so much stuff. I think every 4 or 5 months they change it out because they got so much stuff putting on display. So you can go there numerous times and see different stuff every time. It is one fabulous place to go visit. Okay? We decided that we're going to pack us a lunch, had a little cooler with some drinks and all in it, and we're going to eat out in it's right there by what they call the shadow pool. It's in between it's a big courtyard between all the museums and stuff. And a lot of benches and stuff. And it was beautiful. The cherry blossom trees had beautiful blossoms on it. There was people jogging here and jogging there. Just fat. It was wonderful. You know, it was a great vacation. My mother's eyes were this big, just looking at everything, just eating it up, loving it, you know. And here she is. She's like 82 years old. And that was a pretty good sight for her. You know what I mean? I feel good in my heart that I was able to do that for my mother. But we stayed there, I think, 3 days. And about one morning, we was all going to go see the Tomb of an Unknown Soldier. And then we wanted to go up the Washington Monument and a few other things we wanted to do. We got that morning. It was kind of sleet and snowing. It was cold as could be. And my mother said, I just don't believe I'm going to get out in that cold. So my son said, y'all go ahead, I'll stay with Grandma. So we did, me and my older sister and my wife. Well, we took off. We got on that damn bus. We caught the subway. We went there and everything. And the first thing we done, we got off and went up that Washington Monument. We'd been wanting to do it the first couple of days we were there, but there was a line. Must have been 100 people in the line trying to get up there. That day there wasn't no line, but we walked right through, went right up the elevator all the way to the top. Stayed up there as long as you wanted because there wasn't nobody pushing us or nothing. So we said, well, that was great, you know. So, but one thing I enjoyed more than anything is how they show respect for the unknown soldier. We went there to see the changes in the guard. And that is something you got to see. Them old boys, they choose for all your military to do that is the cream of the crop. They're paying attention to short creases in it, you can shave with it. And when they doing a change of the guard, the lieutenant, whoever's out there, goes out there with that soldier to change the guard. But I mean, he gets right in his face like this, and expect you better not even see a speck of a whisker or anything. Okay, while he's doing all this, he'll tell you before he starts, I want complete silence. Well, he'll always got to have a butthole in the crowd, you know what I mean? He'll just go, run his mouth and everything like that. The lieutenant had that M1. He racked a live round in that gun. Heard it when it snapped in. He walked up there and said, I said, shut up. And I said, shut up right now. That old boy turned blood white. I think he crapped on himself because I got to smelling something. But they take that very seriously. I'm glad that he could. That shows a lot of respect. And we went over there and we seen Artie Murphy's grave. We even seen, when a school teacher died in the spacecraft that blew up. Don't like you seen that? And Kennedy was there with the flame, eternal flame. And it was just, everybody needs to go to the Smithsonian one time to see all the sites there. Well, folks, I've done run my mouth about long enough. My throat's getting a little bit dry, so I'm going to say, here's little Hunter signing off and see y'all on the next episode.